Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So if you're an Amazon seller right now, whether you're doing FBA or FBM, you already know the sheer hustle it takes to build up your store. It is not easy. But today we're going to unpack a massive, honestly inevitable, breaking point that almost every successful seller hits, the inventory management dilemma. We'll be looking at the specific guidance provided by Amazon Seller Central, and then we'll analyze a practical software solution from our source material called WMSPro that claims to actually fix this chaos. Let's get right into it.
So I want you to think about this for a second. Amazon sellers, are you losing sales because you simply don't know when your inventory is going to run out? I know, it's a pretty aggressive question, but it gets right to the absolute heart of the matter. This highlights the exact painful moment a seller realizes their manual systems are completely failing them. You've got a hot product, customers are hitting that buy button, the momentum is amazing, and then suddenly, bam, zero stock. You've literally just left money on the table, all because you couldn't see the cliff approaching.
All right, so let's kick things off with Section 1, the seller's inventory dilemma.
Now, when you first start out, managing a few products is, well, it's relatively easy, right? But trying to manage hundreds or even thousands of SKUs without proper systems, that creates total operational chaos. Just imagine manually updating cell C4 in some massive clunky spreadsheet. Maybe you forget to hit save, and boom, you've accidentally tied up thousands of dollars in overstock while your absolute bestseller completely runs dry. It creates this huge cascading failure. On one hand, you have stockouts of your most popular items, killing your momentum. On the other, you've got overstock just gathering dust in a warehouse somewhere. And why does this happen? Because tracking too many SKUs manually forces you to rely on messy Excel spreadsheets that are basically outdated the second you open them. Our source material notes how sellers constantly talk about this specific struggle. It's like a daily tightrope walk, trying to balance the constant fear of stockouts against the reality of tied-up cash hurting the overall business. It is stressful.
Moving right along, let's look at Section 2, Amazon Performance Metrics Explained.
To really understand why walking this inventory tightrope is so dangerous, we need to talk about Amazon's rules. Let's look directly at their Seller Central guidance, because these metrics, they are absolutely critical to your account's health. First up, we have sell-through. This is a key inventory performance metric that basically measures how quickly you're moving inventory compared to the amount of stock you actually have on hand. See, Amazon heavily prioritizes keeping popular products in stock to maintain a healthy sell-through rate. If your products sell fast, Amazon's algorithm loves you. It rewards you. But if you run out of stock because a spreadsheet had a tiny typo, your sell-through drops instantly, and your search rankings take a major and sometimes irreversible hit.
Then you've got the complete opposite headache: excess and stranded inventory. This refers to products that sit in a warehouse for months without moving at all, or inventory that is somehow disconnected from an active Amazon listing. And let's be real, listings get disconnected all the time because of simple back-end Amazon glitches. If you're relying entirely on manual checks, it is nearly impossible to catch these stranded items before a penalty hits your account. The really crucial takeaway here is that excess and stranded inventory actively drag down your overall performance score. Amazon simply does not want their fulfillment centers acting as your long-term storage facilities. It's just not what they do. This whole dynamic makes highly reliable, automated stock visibility absolutely essential if you want to survive and thrive on the platform.
Which brings us to Section 3, introducing the WMSPro solution.
So this is where the source material shifts gears. It goes from identifying the problem to presenting a structured replacement for all that Excel chaos. Think about the old way, bouncing between multiple, confusing spreadsheets and dealing with constant, stressful low-stock surprises. It's an entirely reactive way to run a business. You're always putting out fires. The new way, as proposed by the software WMSPro, centers on having one simple system managing your inventory, your purchases, sales, and warehouse operations. The whole idea is to bring everything under one single roof. That way, sellers can accurately gauge the health of their business without the soul-crushing reality of constant manual data entry.
Let's dive a little deeper in Section 4, Managing Operations from One Dashboard.
Now, I want to pause here for a second and carefully ground the claims made in the source material. It's really important to note that this tool isn't being advertised as some magic wand that's going to guarantee a massive spike in sales overnight. Rather, the material specifically emphasizes that it simply helps you organize and monitor your inventory. It is a foundational tool. Under product tracking, the platform gives you robust product and SKU management alongside real-time inventory tracking, which means your numbers are actually current all the time. For operations, it centralizes purchase and sales management as well as warehousing
warehouse management. And finally, on the technical tools side, the system is barcode ready, it handles invoices and reports effortlessly, and it delivers really actionable inventory analytics. Basically, it takes all those core functions like purchase orders, barcode scanning, and data analysis and puts them in one place instead of leaving them scattered across folders on your hard drive.
So how does this actually play out day to day? Well, it creates a really logical and continuous workflow. You start by organizing your products and SKUs right in the system, which then lets you seamlessly track those stock levels. And because you finally have accurate tracking, you can instantly create purchase orders based on real, hard data rather than just guessing. That data naturally feeds into managing your sales and monitoring exactly where things are located in your warehouse. Ultimately, everything funnels into generating your invoices and analyzing the inventory data so you can make much smarter buying decisions for the next quarter. The beauty of this logical flow between steps is that it completely eliminates the need to constantly go digging through spreadsheets. One step naturally and automatically feeds data directly into the next.
All right, moving on to Section 5, the Lifetime License Advantage.
The source material highlights a massive differentiator here, one that completely flips the typical e-commerce software paradigm right on its head. There is no monthly subscription. None. It's offered as a lifetime license. Think about that for a second. In an industry where practically every single tool, app, and platform uses a SaaS model that locks you into a monthly fee, which is just constantly chipping away at your profit margins, a one-time lifetime license is a huge departure. You purchase the software once, and the transaction is just done.
And the benefits of this model go way beyond just the immediate financial savings, which are great, don't get me wrong, but because it's a lifetime license installed locally, it's fully offline capable and boasts incredibly fast performance without having to rely on a web browser. But honestly, perhaps the most important part, sellers maintain complete ownership of their data. Your entire business history isn't being held hostage on some third-party cloud server, just waiting for a credit card to clear next month's payment. If the internet goes down, or you just want to review historical data from 3 years ago, it's sitting right there on your machine. Add in the fact that it's barcode ready right out of the box, and it becomes pretty clear why owning your own data provides an incredible layer of security and true peace of mind for a growing Amazon business.
And that leads us to our final section, Section 6, Smarter Control, Faster Growth.
As we begin to wrap up our analysis today, the ultimate result of moving away from manual chaos to a professional inventory management system becomes super clear. It means trading less manual work and fewer of those massive spreadsheet headaches for much better inventory control. And that gives you more time to actually grow your Amazon business. Now, I do want to reiterate, no software on Earth is going to prevent every single stockout. Unexpected things happen in global supply chains all the time. But getting your foundational data strictly organized, that drastically reduces the unforced errors, the manual labor, and those simple little typos that hold so many capable sellers back from their true potential.
The source material really encapsulates this core value proposition perfectly. They say you should spend less time searching through spreadsheets and more time growing your Amazon business. And honestly, that really is the ultimate goal here, isn't it? Freeing up your valuable time so you can actually be an entrepreneur. You want to be a strategist, not just a stressed-out data entry clerk for your own store.
So I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative question. Will you spend another year endlessly searching through spreadsheets? Or will you take control of your growth today? Whether you choose a solution like WMSPro or maybe another centralized system out there, I really hope this explainer has motivated you to take a hard, honest look at exactly how you manage your Amazon operations. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll see you next time.